Hey guys, I hope you're doing good out there today. I finally got a chance to check out the Boss IR-2. People have been asking me for a while now, can you please demo this thing? We want to get your thoughts on it. So thanks to Motor City Guitar, they finally had one that they can hang on to for me so that I can demo it for you guys. I got to have it right back to the store tomorrow though. As soon as these things come in, they fly right out the door again. So it's crazy how fast these are selling. So I want to find out for myself and for you guys how good this thing really is. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So let's go ahead and check it out. So this is how I had it set up in that intro song. So I'm on the brown sound, which I was surprised. I didn't know if I didn't think that sound was going to work for me. I thought the more modern stuff or the high gain stuff was what I was going to go after. But the brown sound seemed to be what I, at least preferred at first impressions anyway. So let's hear that. And I use the HX effects for all my effects, including the overdrive, which is the Horizon drive in there. I've gone ahead and turned off the boost pedal in the HX effects now. So it's pretty much straight into the Boss IR-2 now. There's no overdrive engaged. So now I'll just switch through all the sounds in the IR-2 and show you what they sound like. And we'll just do some dialing in and just have some fun with it. So here we go. I hope you can read this. So that's the slow or the Soldano, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and switch through all these with the overdrive off. Then I'll go ahead and engage the overdrive and show you what they sound like with them boosted. All right, that last one was the rectifier. That sounded kind of weird, but maybe we can dial it in. So I'm back on the brown sound now. So I'll just show you, the different knobs and what they do. I'll engage the boost after I mess with the knobs. So we're back on the brown sound, so let's just screw around with it now. So you have gain, level, and ambience, and that's the top knobs, and then the bottom knobs are bass, middle, and treble. Just so you know, they're pretty much concentric stacked knobs, so let's just mess around with it. You can hear a little bit of that ambience in there, so let's mess around with that. It's a slight room noise kind of thing. You got that room, blended in there. I was going to turn it all the way down. I probably should have did that when I was playing, so let's turn it back up and turn it down. Yeah, I prefer it pretty much off. I'm not a big ambience guy. So anyways, so those are the settings. So I'm going to go ahead and engage the Horizon drive in the HX effects now and see how that affects it. Yeah, definitely has a good effect on it. Tightens it up, makes it a little more aggressive and responsive. So let's mess with the knobs now and see if we can get the best tone we can out of this with the boost engaged. And I'll do that with a couple more of these settings as well. Yeah, turning the treble down definitely helped. I think I got these two mixed up. So I was turning the gain, I thought I was turning the gain up, but I was actually turning the treble up earlier. So I'm going to turn the treble back down. Or the gain is this one, treble is this one. Takes a minute to learn this. Again, this is first impressions, so give me a break here. I'm just getting to know this thing. Here we go. Actually, that sounds pretty good, and these are all stock IRs in here. I know you can change the IRs. You can put any IRs you want in here. So it's actually an IR loader as well, which really makes it a cool deal. You know, you're not stuck with the ones that they give you. I think that some of them sound okay. The rest of them are kind of, you know, I wouldn't use a lot of these. And everybody has their own preferences, and I'm glad that Boss knows that. And they gave you the ability to put in your own impulse responses, because if I was stuck with these, I guess some of these I'd be okay with, like I said earlier. I mean, the one that's on the brown sound is actually pretty good, but I think I could do better by getting the ones that that I prefer, and I could say the same for you guys as well. I'm sure everybody that's bought this pedal has put in their own impulse responses, so I'm glad that they did that. So look, I'm going to keep the boost pedal on and switch to a couple of different high gain amps in here and just mess around with them and show you what they sound like. Okay, so what is this? This is the high gain. Interesting. It's not a ton of gain though. I almost feel like the brown sound has more gain. Let's switch back and forth between those. Yeah, interestingly enough, the brown sound, in my opinion, has more gain than the high gain amp in here. So that's kind of weird. Now let's go over to the dual rec. I guess that's this one here. So let's dial that in. maybe with a different IR, it would sound better. I mean, it's okay, you know, it's decent. And let's face it, with most of these types of pedals, I mean, all you need is two good sounds. You need a good clean sound, and you need a good high gain sound for most guys anyways. I'm a metal player, and that's the perspective I'm coming from. So, but yeah, I think it's actually a pretty cool pedal, and I think it's a great value for the money because, again, you can put in your own impulse responses, and I highly recommend that you do. I think the impulse responses in here are decent. Again, some are better than others, but I would definitely load in my own impulses because for some reason that just seems the way to go with this pedal. And we all have our own preferences, but first impressions, I actually think this is pretty cool. You know, I think it's around 200 bucks. And for 200 bucks, you really do get a lot. So the deal breaker for me would be if it didn't have the IR loader in it, but they do, so that makes it completely usable. And I'm telling you, if you put in your own IRs, this will sound amazing. Now, I know I sound like a broken record with the whole impulse response thing, but I think that's the key to making this sound its best, is putting those in. You know, I think it'll sound amazing if you do that. So yeah, I think this is actually a pretty damn good pedal, and I'm glad I had a chance to try it out. And I think there's a couple of amps in here that I would definitely use. I know I definitely would use the brown sound, and I would probably mess around a little bit more with the high gain and maybe even the rectifier one and see what I can come up with there. And, well, they had a modded one. Let me go back to the modded one and see what that's like. Yeah, I think the modded, or maybe it stands for modern, I don't know. You know how they label things, they always have nicknames for everything, but I think that one has a lot of potential as well, especially if I put a different impulse response in there. So don't judge each amp off of the impulse response that's attached to it. I mean, put in your own impulses that you know you trust and you like, and then switch around between the different amps, and I think that's going to give you a better idea of what you really like and what you don't like. And I think based on just what I'm using here, everything's stock, there's three that I would definitely go to. I think the brown sound and the modded and probably the high gain. And definitely don't be afraid to turn the knobs, because as you heard with the modded one, just bringing the mids up definitely helped that one a lot. It made it sound a lot better. And with other ones, bringing the treble down helped it out a lot too. And just slight adjustments make a huge difference. So yeah, I think this is actually pretty cool. And I also think this would be a great travel rig. I mean, you just take this pedal, pair it with like something like the HX Effects, and you got a very affordable rig, and you can take it anywhere. It's very lightweight, doesn't take up a lot of room in your vehicle or on your stage. Really easy to set up, and you're good to go. So I highly recommend this for guys who are on a budget and want to, you know, use something that's simple and very easy to use, and not a lot of option paralysis, which I really like, and it's still going to sound really good for you, especially with the right IRs. And You know, so just dial it in really quick, pick your favorite sounds and go, you know, pretty simple. Well, thanks again to Motor City Guitar, my favorite store, for allowing me to take this home and demo it for you guys. And if you guys are interested in this product, there's an affiliate link in the description of this video that'll take you right to their website. So once you get there, just type in Boss IR2 and it'll take you right to that, and then just order it and they ship it right to you. They ship faster than any other store in the country, and they ship anywhere in the continental US. And I also want to thank everyone who's been purchasing my preset and profile packs for ToneX, Quad Cortex, and the KEMPER from my website, which is also linked below in the description. I really appreciate you guys. It really helps me keep the lights on here and keep going with the channel. So thank you again so much. To all my Patreon supporters and subscribers, thank you guys so much. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified every time I either go live or come out with another episode. I got a lot more stuff coming up for you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.